What's good, y'all? It's your boy Hyman Cuts in the building. Today I got another exclusive tutorial with my guy JoJo in the flesh. Today, it's been a while since he's got a cut, so it's looking a little rough right now. As you can see, we gotta clean him up in a major way. Today we're gonna be knocking his hair down wavelength, and we're gonna be doing a mid-low fade on him. So stay tuned, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I do the fade process, knocking it down, prepping, getting the haircut ready to cut, and then I'll be lining up his facial hair, trimming it down, straight razoring, hot towel, the whole thing. So stay tuned, let's get it. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick out Joe's hair, because the last thing you're trying to do is go straight in with a clipper and start yanking his hair out and stuff. So you gotta make sure you pick it out good enough. Spin them around, pick it out. And it's better to not go all the way in and try to yank it. You go little by little. When you're working with a little afro, that way you don't pull nobody's hair out, pull nobody's scalp, and he ain't leaving with no damn migraine headache because you comb it more or less in the direction you're trying to go towards to make it all flow. So his hair naturally goes this way, so I'm gonna flow it out this way, pick it out this way. Sorry, Joe. Boom. Now he's all picked out. Put this away. I'm gonna start with my Magic Clip cordless clipper, all right, with the 1.5 guard on it, open. I'll probably cut it lower, but this is what we use to debulk it in the beginning. So we're gonna come like this, 1.5 guard, open lever, as you can see, open lever, 1.5 guard, and you just start going with the grain. If he didn't care about his waves, I would just go against the grain and we wouldn't even care about it. But he likes his waves, he wants to keep his waves, so we go with the waves. Knock it down. We're gonna do the whole head this way, and you gotta pay attention to where his cowlick is. You can see it spins up this way and it goes this way, but right here it gets a little tricky. So you don't wanna go dive right into it and start just cutting, because you can cut out his whole cowlick. So since it goes this way, I come here and I bring it up. Same way his cowlick is, I'm going the same direction as his hair does. This is to make sure you're not chopping anybody's hair off all crazy and leaving them patchy. You've all seen Barbershop. He's like, he left a patch in my head. Come around here. You can start seeing how it goes this way. Go in. Remember, this is just us knocking it down to create a base. This isn't that final base. This isn't the final base we're doing it by any means. We're for sure going lower. But this is just to knock it all down to where we can see what we're working with. Get everything nice and even. Have your brush. Everything below here you don't really have to worry about, because we're gonna zero that out anyway. So all right, now that we see majority of what he's got going on, now we can see where we're at and what we're working with. All right. So now we got majority of it knocked down. Now I'm gonna work my way down a little bit lower. So I already knocked it down to a 1.5 on this clipper. 1.5 open, so it's technically like a 2. This clipper, the Octane, my lithium joint, this is my 1.5 guard. So you'll literally see the hair start coming off. It's gonna be a little bit lighter, but this is the wavelength. When somebody asks for wavelength, typically, I would say 9 times out of 10, this is the guard I'm using. You're gonna get it knocked down as best as you can. This is where you really wanna make sure you're cutting with the waves because it's a lower guard, so you might accidentally go against the grain on some stuff and now he got a little patch. And now he's mad. Now your ass ain't getting paid. Work around the cowlick. Don't go all in. You don't want to go all in. You just work your way down. Comb, brush, whatever you prefer. I prefer a brush when I'm working with waves. It just makes sense. Keep going, get it nice and even. Remember, all this on the bottom is coming off. So you don't even really got to worry about it. Knock it all down nice and even. You can see now it's starting to look like the hair wants to lay a little bit. And once you prep it and get it ready to lay down and stuff, you'll see the big difference, how it looks. It's gonna naturally just lay. Remember, you gotta work around the cowlick. And boom. Now we're gonna work on a little bit of prep work before we even start like fading. Put your head back, Joe. So what I'm gonna do is Barbasol prep. Spray some on your finger. Dap it where you want it. Spread with your finger. Look, dap, dap, spread. See that? Doing dap, spread, boom. This is to clean the skin. I even put some in the hair because it just cleans the hair. Dab, spread all the way around. This is gonna make your liner clippers work just so much more less because the skin is cleaner. And when the skin is clean, it should just be gliding. Like you don't realize how much bacteria be on the head, you know? And then just to prep the line up too, I'll throw a little bit like right here on the edge up. Like literally, this is a damn shower, low key with shave gel. Hot towel, fresh out the oven. And rinse that guy off. I got a hot and ready one like Little Caesars. A little hot and ready. All right. It's a little spicy Joe. Let me know if it's too hot. Throw the towel on. And you put the towel, you tuck it underneath here like the Adam's apple. Pull it one side over, tuck right here. And you got the whole coverage. You got the face, the top of the edge up, the whole top, underneath the beard, underneath the mustache, you got everything. So now you let that sit, let it marinate. While that marinates, Clean up your station a little bit. Cause damn, I try my best, and I'll be honest with you, I'm human. This shit gets dirty so fast, so it's not even fair. Yeah, so pretty much he's already prepped to get cut now. Like now, everything it's gonna be clean. Once I wipe it off, it's gonna be nice and fresh. What I normally like to do is with the waves, especially, I'll run some of the wave foam on there. So I'll throw some of that, the OG Walker, the wave foam, curl foam. I'll throw it on there, brush it down, high heat blow dryer to get the hair to lay down. And then I'll go in with my, with my initial guideline to get the fade and everything started. Highly recommend a brush like this. This is just how you clean your brush too, because I've used this. So this right here is a hard bristle brush. This is like as good as it gets when you're working with waves. So it's hard bristle, like it's gonna, you can hear it. That shit hurts after a while. So you get that hard bristle brush, OG Walker, throw it on there. You'll see it right here, baby. Let's get it. That gets the hair to lay down. Like you want the hair to lay down beautifully. The easier, that's why I say products. Like if you get good products, this is a service, man. People forget it's not just another number, man. This is an experience. My guy works 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours, coaches, does all this other stuff. My guy wants to come and relax too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't that right, JoJo? That man be over there coaching. So see, nice and refreshed. The skin is clean. It's gonna tighten up on him a little bit once it dries up. While that's happening, I'll come in with the curl foam. This is the curl foam, max foam, wave definer, afro sculptor, blending aid, whatever you want to call it. It's all the above, but it's good stuff. So I come in, throw some on Joe like this. Throw some like this. Straight like that. Try to get it all in the areas where you're gonna work. All in the areas, if it's standing up, his hair was pretty long, so it was already standing up on him. It wasn't really laying down the way it should. So this right here, if it's doing that, you wanna go ahead and throw some of this wave definer on there. Straight like that. There you go. Throw a little bit like that. Now that we got that on there, he's got the wave definer on there. We come in with our blow dryer. Hard bristle brush, blow dryer. Crank it on high. And you're working the hair. You're working the hair as you're blow drying it. So all this time you're blow drying to get it to lay down, but you're getting it to lay down where you want it to lay. And this isn't gonna get every single hair to lay down by combing it, by brushing it and doing it like this. So I focus on that afterwards. I'll worry about the stragglers after I'm done fading. You could already see it's laying a lot better than what it was. Boom. And then since we're doing edge up, see, you can see it's already laying a lot better. I'm gonna shield them up. Come in with the black solutions. Perfect. Blow dry it a little bit more, dry it up. Boom. So he's pretty much prepped hair-wise to start getting faded up. His face has been clean, everything like that. So now it's time to get to work. Before you do anything with clippers, remember what I said, cool care. Spray them things. Spray them off, dry them off. Boom, sanitized clipper. What I normally do is, since this is already done and dried up, while all this was being prepped, I'll come in and start my base for the goatee. So before I even do the cut, I'll bust all this out real quick. So he normally wants just this, all this taken off, and leave the mustache no connection. So the easiest way to start a good goatee is to leave it connected and line it up as is. So I'm gonna start right here on the side. Straight like that. That's the basis, right? You want to keep it about the width of his mouth, right? All this is coming off. So up to this point, you take it all off. Boom. Everything up to that point, you take it off. Look at that. Already looks 100 times better, bro. Straight like this. Boom. Don't go too much into there because you want to be able to hook them out. So far you knock this off, right? Turn them to the other side. And you do the same thing. So you can see where I lined them up. I do the same exact stuff right here. Straight like that. Same thing. Everything up to this point, you take it off. And since his skin is already prepped, it's easy. Like the skin is ready. Like it's like it's clean. It's so clean that the clippers just be gliding. The hairs come right off. They're fresh. They're dry. They're clean. And it makes your job so much easier. Look at this. Knock this out. Boom. All right. After you do that, I'll have him put his head back. So now, brush that down, and you're gonna do the underneath. So you're going take them off. Now everything below that point you can take off. Get these hairs off right here. Let me see, Joe. Okay. Clean all the neck off. Now you're pretty much good on that part. Pick up his head. Always with the mustache, you start right here in the middle. Right in the middle of the lip, look. Tap it right in the middle. Create your baseline, your guideline. Work your way this way. Just above the lip. You don't want to come into all up here. You don't want to do all that. Keep it right above the lip. So now you can see his top of the bottom of his mustache is lined up. The bottom, everything is lined up like a goatee right now. Since the skin is prepped, watch how crispy this top edge comes out right now. Watch. Easy. When you prep the skin, it makes your job so much easier. And remember, he's not keeping the full goatee, so we're gonna take this off right now. So since we're gonna take everything below this off, you leave that edge a little thinner. So watch. Straight like that. And then to match it, straight like that. And then I know he wants to trim down a little bit. So we're gonna come with a 3 guard on the Gold Magic clips, open lever, so 3.5. We're gonna knock this off right here. Not off, but knock it down. Comb it down, go back on it, you know, like that. Come in right here, disconnect this right at the edge of the mustache. Boom. There's your disconnect. Right at the edge of the mustache. Boom. Then come in, start in the middle, and you're gonna start the foundation for the round. Check your lip in, bring it in. Because the skin is prepped, the hairs are coming off easy, and it's leaving almost even like a little nice ash line to show you what you've done. Boom. See that? Then you just practice on getting it the shape that you want it. But as of right now, his face is pretty much done. He's back in action. He's got his mustache, his goat. Everything else is clean. Once you're done with that, come in with the FX3. Remember, cool care. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to do. Come here. Knock all this off. We're gonna straight razor the mustache and around the goatee later, but for now, the bulk of your work is knocking off all this hair, making him look clean, like you got a soft, like his face is soft like a baby bottom. You know what I'm saying? Come like this, boom, boom. Don't be afraid to stretch the skin if you need to stretch it. You can hear it cutting like off the top. You can hear it's just weed whacking through all the hair. That's the good thing about these shavers is that if you want to end right at your lineup, you can end right at your lineup. If you want to go like right underneath it or right above it, you can, because it's flat. And boom. Then before I do anything, I start the edge up. Start the edge up right in the middle. So you can see where his lineup is more or less, it's very light right here. So I bring it up just a tad. And since you prepped already, the skin will show you where you lined up nice and neat. And you just choose which side you want to work on first. So if you start in the middle, I'm right-handed, so I always go right first. Or my right. My right, his left. Come on over here. Straight like that. Come on over here. And this is, I do the lineup first, just so I have, it's like my foundation for the cut. Okay. Pretty good start there. And you come out on this side, same thing. Get the point right there, one of your 90-degree angles up there. Then you work this one in. Boom. That's a start. That's not no razor. That's not the end product. That's just like the start of the cut. Straight like that. Want to bring this edge a little bit more crispier. Boom. And then I'm gonna hook them in. Hook them right here. So with this, you start right here on the sideburn. Then I go and you meet. You meet right where you put your first guideline. So you did here. Okay, boom. Then you did here. And then you're gonna, all right. Boom. All right. And text this guy real quick. All right, so we already did the hook here. We already got the edge up pretty much where we want it. Little baby touch up, but pretty much where we want it. Now I'm gonna hook them out on this side. Something slight. Same thing, so you can see when you prep the skin, it leaves a little ash line. Hit them with the hook real quick. Boom. And so far we got edge up pretty much prepped. We got edge up prepped. We got the sideburn, the hook is prepped. And now I'm gonna do my initial guideline to start the fade. Let's get it. That process, I use this clipper. So I'll normally go, since I'm doing like a mid-low fade, I'm not cutting my hook all the way off. So you go right here. Going just above the ear, about a finger's width above the ear. All right. And always when you do your guideline, you make sure you flick out. Don't be on no digging in stuff. You just want to flick out. Get all this hair knocked off. Boom. Pull the ear down. It's all cartilage, so it shouldn't really hurt like that. Pull the ear down. Boom. Straight like that. Do that all the way through the whole cut. Come back. Get all the hair out. Try your best to make sure that your line is straight and even. So this would be like more of a mid, it's like more of a mid A little bit drop in the back, but more of a mid. So this is what you want to look like. You want to have your line pretty much in place all the way through. Make sure that your hook isn't longer than the other, stuff like that. So that's the line right there. That's where we're starting to fade. All right. Come back in with your electric. You still do electric, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Come in. And you're just gonna hit it like at a little bit of an angle, like circular motion. Because if you go straight in, you'll leave a hard line, and we're trying to avoid that. You don't want to leave yourself hard lines. Makes your job harder. So you just kind of baby circles. And this is to make sure the fade is a true bald fade. You want to give them that baldy. Now his head is not, oop, there's a hair right there. Hold up. There we go. Boom. So now that we got that foundation right there, the bald fade, now I'm gonna come in with my favorite blender, the Absolute Alpha Gamma. This is my banger right here, it's my baby. So then I'm gonna go about a finger's width above for the half guard. So, I mean the half, just no guard, open lever, go about a finger's length. Yeah, my stomach rumbling. So you come in like this, half guard. I mean half, straight like this. Fingers width all the way through. Straight like that. All right. And you want to do your levels. So you got a couple different levels. I do the 0 is one level, the half is one level, then you put on the one guard and you open it 1.5. Then you're gonna do your next level, another finger's width above the half, and you don't want to go right over your hooks. You leave those dark. So you're gonna go this way. Go up about another finger's width. Whatever which way the hair grows, you want to make sure you're cutting it that direction. So you can see it. You want to try to have clean lines. Like I try to have clean lines all the time. Nice even levels. So look, finger, more or less. Cutting is all about levels. As soon as you can master the levels, as soon as you know when to cut, where, how high, you're in there. And it's all really just based on the levels. If you learn the levels and you learn how to blend within those levels, you won't have no problem at all cutting hair. You just got to know what each clipper does, what each clip does, and that just takes practice, baby. So my fault. So finger here. We got one more level up here. This is this is easy. This is haircut 101, haircut for dummies. All right. So this is a one guard. All right. When I open the lever, it makes it a 1.5. When I open this, it makes it a 1.5 guard. All right. So what I'm gonna do is put the 1.5 guard on the clipper and open it. So this would technically make the 1.5 a what? A 2, baby. All right, stick with me now. And I'm gonna go up just over the darkness that you see there. So we could all see the darkness there. You don't wanna go all the way in there, but you come in with the 1.5 open, straight like this. This is where you see it really start working. Don't go all the way into the fade. Remember, keep that fingers width. Took out some of the bolts, but you go up, do that again. You do this to try to get that bulk out. We're not necessarily trying to make another level to keep pushing the fade higher. So you're trying at this point to just blend out that darkness you've seen at the top. And that's pretty simple because this 1.5 guard is cake. Like this stuff is easy. See, like you can see like right here. If you run these teeth right above that, much lighter. Took out a nice little piece right there. And you work your way down. So you already had it open all the way, now close it halfway and go a little bit lower. You can see the bulk that's already kind of coming off. What you want to do is you want to work your way down to that 1.5 level. The 1.5 with the 1 guard and the half and the lever open. Okay, so you can see it's already majority gone up there. So you close it all the way. This 1.5 is bigger than the 1 guard open. All right, they're both a 1.5, but this one's a little higher. Barber hack. And you're gonna work right underneath it. Boom. You can already see it kind of coming out. Keep that 1.5 closed, keep that lever closed, and you're just working it out back and forth right here. $100 times better. All right. So now I'm gonna work this side. I'm gonna work the half. This is skin, this is the half. This is all no guard in between the lever. This is all these little clips. You're working your way through these to blend this out. And the easiest way to do that is to start right in the middle. Start it right in the middle and go right to the middle of the line with just a few teeth, just like half the teeth right here. You only want to use about half right here. Come in and you stretch the skin. Always want to stretch it. You could hear the clipper cut, but it's very little. See? Boom. You could already see that line kind of blending out just using that one. And then to always make sure it's even, open it back up and hit that half again. This is to make sure that it's even the whole way through. You're not leaving any longer ones, none of that. So boom. And you can still see I got a little bit of shadow here. Close it, open it up one. Right at the bottom of that line. Hit that thing out like that. Boom. All right. Then I'm gonna close it all the way to get that bottom line. Boom. And we're gonna do that all the way through. Do that all the way through. Go through those, you work your way to down through the middle first. You drop it down as you keep working down, you lower how high you go, and as you lower the lever, you lower how high you go on the fade. So to avoid shortening up the longer area, you don't go this high. As you work your way down the lever, you drop your way down. Boom. Start in the middle of the lever. So literally, middle of the lever, middle of the half. The lower the lever, the lower the blend on the fade. Literally. So I went halfway down the lever. Now let me drop it again. And I'm gonna go less high. Drop it again. Boom. Now I gotta do the 1.5 on this side. All right, 1.5, open. And you're gonna go up to like the curve kind of the head, about a finger's width. Open. You can already see some of the bolt coming out. Close it in half. Yup, straight like that. That's to knock off that little bulk up there. Drop it down all the way. Go just above that 1.5 guard you did. Just above that one open. The other 1.5. You can already see it's lightening up. Fade is coming along beautifully. Open it up all the way again. Run it over. The more consistent you get with rerunning over your work, the better the fade comes, because you know it's all even. If you just run it over one time, you probably left some hairs longer than the other. Facts. Close it up. It's a little bit of shadow right here. Boom. So now to blend this out, 1/16 guard. 1/16 guard, open, all right? Same thing. Barely go above it, because you don't want to create a new line. You just want to go barely right above it. Try to feather out the blend. Because if you start going too high or going too much in it, you're gonna be forcing yourself new lines, forcing out new lines, and it's a longer fade, longer process. You don't want those problems. Close it down halfway. Every time you drop the lever down, you don't go as high. And you can see like a little bit of shadow right here. That's the 1 guard. Close it. And you can hear it cut a little bit. Flick it out a little bit. Open it halfway. As you go higher, you open the lever. That way you don't cut so much out. Close it. Gotta try to get all those little shadows out of there. Halfway. All the way closed. Looking pretty decent so far. That's the thing with waves too. Sometimes they got a mind of their own. You gotta blend it out accordingly. You gotta make sure you're hitting it at all the right angles. This is just the 1.5 going up, trying to clean up whatever shouldn't be dark. Drop it down a little bit, just a little bit of the edges. Half on real quick. Now we gotta get to it on this side. This is just the 1 guard and the half guard. So we'll start with the 1 guard, closed, flick it out just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Open it about halfway. Close it. 1/16, halfway. Barely tapping it. It's halfway. Yeah, he's looking pretty spiffy. Throw the razor on it. Get some straight razor work. Always stretch the skin. This is no enhancements. This is just organic. Stretch the skin here. Get these hooks right. Shit, JoJo came in and got that revival pack. And I normally, Joe's skin's pretty good. Like, he don't really irritate like that. So I'm able to hit him, give him a good little stretch. And just get his edges right around the goat. This is why you prep the skin too, because the skin, it doesn't react all bad. Remember I told you we had to worry about the hairs later that were sticking up? This is what my Tinker razor is for. This thing right here is A1. You run it right on top of the head and it'll get all the hairs that are sticking out and make the hair lay better. It's literally 2 razor blades in this thing, and you hit it on in the cut on the hair with the waves and it'll just knock it out. Like, knock it out. Makes the hair lay better. Boom. And then now, since we did all that, we brush them back out and just retouch. Hit that. There we go, retouch the edge. The main thing is getting the edge up picture perfect, but without doing the most. I don't really put the color pencil on people, and I don't really do the paint unless they ask me. If they ask me, I throw the paint on them. But not every one of my cuts has paint. That I can say. Sharpen up the hook, sharpen up the edges. If you want, throw a little bit of pencil. I mean, like, it's just to show off now. Throw the pencil, and it highlights everything. Come back in with the razor, and it just leaves just a little bit of an ash line. But that's the point of the skin prep. But this is just a little razzle dazzle we be doing now. Barbers be doing, I should say. There we go. I would consider Joe done. I would say Joe's straight, ready to mingle, my boy. And you always just make sure you clean up the neck, get them right. The hot sauce. That's that spicy. Y'all, that today was a mid-skin fade with waves, lineup, mustache, and goatee lineup. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. Tap in with me, Jaime Cuts Barber Studio, IG, Facebook, Jaime Cuts, TikTok. Let's get it. Stay up.